Hey
Hey guys!
guys, welcome back to Likewise Pod. I'm Issa.
And I'm Sam, and we're so excited for another episode this week. We are back from our little week-long break we took after Podmas, and we are so excited to be back. Honestly, ever since we stopped Podmas, wow, I can't even say it anymore. Ever since we stopped it, we've just been like nonstop talking about our content, and like I think I just like felt the void of Podmas and started like rapid trying to plan out a bunch of episodes for next year. So I think it's safe to say that we're both really excited to be back with an actual episode this week.
Yes. Yeah, like Sam said, we're just missing doing the pod, but we have so much stuff planned and lined up already for season 5 for 2024, and we are beyond excited to see these new ventures, new directions that we're taking. And yeah, you don't know how bad we've both just been wanting to like drop everything and been like, you know what, fine, here's the big reveal, but we've had to hold ourselves back many a times. But 2024 is almost here. Can't wait.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Same. No, literally, we started like using some of our photos from our photo shoot, obviously for Podmas and stuff, and we're like, okay, that's fine. But before we were like, are we gonna like use any of them, or like, are we gonna wait to use them until like the new year? Because we like were like, oh, let's save it for like rebranding or whatever. But we're like, ooh, we want to just start posting with different things now. And I mean, I think we've had some things, but no one's gonna know now
Yeah,
until
no.
later.
Jenna's probably just thinking, what the heck? Why did I take their photos? Like, when are they gonna use them?
They're not using them. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but before we, I guess talk more about this, because we can never help ourselves from just talking and having conversation outside of what we're supposed to be talking about. We're gonna, do our roses and thorns again, since it is a regular Likewise episode once again. So Sam, what are your roses and thorns from past, I don't know, however long?
All right. So my thorn is just that I'm about to hit the week where everybody's gone from work. So I just, I might have some thumb twiddling time. So, and I would just rather be busier. And my room is really messy, and I just got it super, super clean last week. So live, laugh, love. And my roses are a lot more exciting. Like we said, I'm just really, really excited for our season 5 episodes that are already planned, and maybe some future guests that we will have. Also really excited about those. And holiday stuff has been pretty fun. I mean, for me personally, Christmas is going to be really, really chill, but like stuff we've been doing, like our Christmas cards, like I got to stuff those because like we just, like I ordered like things to put in them to my place, so then it was like I need to be the one sending them.
I'm so excited for those.
Yes. So I was just like stuffing the envelopes last night, and I dropped them off at the post office, and I'm just really excited that those are going out. I feel so bad that like they're probably going to get to most people after Christmas, but that's okay. We wanted to like give enough time to keep our form open. So yeah. Oh, and I think I read potentially maybe my favorite book of the year this week.
I'm so excited to hear about this.
So exciting. I don't want to say too much about it though, because I'll probably talk more about it in the future. But it's You Again by Kate Goldbeck, which was my book of the month pick for September.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds really right. And I thought I was going to read it right away when I got it, and I just didn't, like I do with every book of the month book. But I finally picked it up because it's on my 10 before the end, and I knew it was one of the bigger books left on my list, and I was scared because like it's giving very much fall, and I was like, I need to read it now so that like I can't get further away from like the fall vibes, but it worked out perfectly because the book actually goes through like New Year's and stuff, and honestly, like the more important parts of the book are happening around New Year's. So don't be fooled, because this book has it all. It actually has every season. So yeah. But it's funny because I was telling Issa, I was like, she told me, she's like, I'm so excited to hear about what you're talking about in your things. You put favorite book of the year. And I was just laughing because like I am so confident that like I believe Issa would hate this book. And but I could be so wrong. She could like it, but like I just really don't think she would.
I just want to know why.
It's like,
but like also you don't have to say it if
right.
you don't want to.
No, okay. I can
but
see.
I also
like,
want to know.
I think that you would get annoyed with like it just like takes a really long time. And I know we're both fans of like slow burn type things, but like the way it's done, and like I think what made me love the book so much is like I think that Kate Goldbeck's writing might be like my favorite writing style I've ever read. Okay. But at the same time, like there's so much that probably could have been shortened, and there were times that like I even knew like I think everybody reading this book is annoyed that like we are reading like such long descriptions of like all this stuff.
Oh.
And I just feel like you would have hated that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know how much you would have liked the characters.
Oh.
Which is fine. Like, I mean, characters can be unlikable and then still love the story, you know? But I just really feel like I don't know.
It's so much better when you love the characters.
Yes. Like, and I really liked them as horrendously messy and terrible as they were. Like, I have no better way to describe this than if you took an Emily Henry book and like put it on crack. Like, it was just so wild. It was so messy. And see, I want to like, I think you could like it, but also I think you would have to put it so low on your priority of books to read, because
that's fair.
I also think you wouldn't. Yeah, but there are like people in my brain that I think would like it. Like, I kind of have this like weird feeling where I think Tessa would really like it, but I also don't want to be too confident in saying that, because like it's not like I know her like reading taste so well. But yeah, just reading it, it's the first book. I mean, I've had other ones that I've been like, ooh, I would so like annotate this or whatever. But I actually I was like, I physically cannot turn this page before I go to my room and get my tabs so I can tab this. Like, that's the only book that has made me do that this year. So like, I don't know. It was so good. I'll read you some of my tabs sometime or send them to you, because I do think a lot of like, there's a lot of things that you would like if I just like pulled the quote or read you a snippet of the writing style. You'd be like, oh, that sounds so cool. But then reading the actual book, you'd be like, what is this? What's the point? I don't care.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Anyways.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Okay, well, my rose and thorns, like, they go together. So, one of my roses is that I've been reading so much. Like, I'm on my fifth or sixth, no, I think fifth book of December. My thorn is that I've stayed up like so late the past 2 nights to read, and I've been waking up early, like setting my alarm to wake up early to read. So LOL at me. I'm like, this time I'm doing myself dirty by like doing the bad sleep stuff. So, like, that one is wholeheartedly my fault. But my rose is, now I'm not a liar saying that I finished Throne of Glass. I did finish it, and I even finished the second book, Crown of Midnight. That was not on my 10 before the end, but it did add to my book count of 2023. And I also finished When in Rome. That was on my 10 before the end. And right now I'm reading Fourth Wing, and I'm like 40-ish pages out from the end. And oh my word, the hype, so freaking real. Like, it was so hyped for a reason, and I'm beyond obsessed with it. I've already cried like twice.
Oh my gosh.
But also I cry at a lot of things.
And you're sleep deprived.
Actually, last night I got like 7.5 hours, I think, or 8.5. No, 7.5, I think, which is a lot for me.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's been my longest sleep night in at least weeks. Oh my gosh, but no, it's so good. It goes by so fast though because like you're in honestly not even like chapter by chapter is like, oh yeah, it's been 3 weeks, but like sometimes just in the middle of a chapter being like, yeah, and then this happened that just read about like 2 pages ago in the same chapter. Yeah, that was like a month and a half ago, blah blah. I'm like, huh? But it's fine. Like it makes sense when you get used to it. It makes sense and stuff. But at first I was like, whoa. But like, what happened during this time? What happened during that time? Like, what's going on? But no, it's so good, and I'm so excited. And now I have to figure out what I'm gonna read next. I'm trying to think. Like, do I want to read like a light, fluffy read, Christmas book, or do I maybe want to try to finally finish Twilight? Because that is also a really long book. But actually, I don't have no buts about it. Like, it's just gonna be a long book, and live that love.
Dang.
I don't know.
That's so exciting though.
Also, my gosh, I don't know how I forgot to put this down, but I guess I got some fun mail the past couple weeks. Sam had her mom mail me my birthday gifts. It was so cute. There was an Akatar coloring book. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so fun. And then also, if you listen to our episode with Tessa, you'll know that the book that she absolutely recommends to everyone is Persuasion by Jane Austen. And what did I also find inside this box? Persuasion by Jane Austen. And also a card from Sam. And honestly, I cried when I saw it all. I was like, this is the nicest thing ever. Oh my gosh. And then the other day, I come home, and I see a bunch of Amazon packages on my front porch. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did my mom do? Like, she's buying so much stuff right now. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Anyways, there's only 2 boxes for her. And then a package for my sister, and then a package for me. I was like, huh? I've not been on Amazon. I haven't ordered anything, like, in at least a month, because my mom told us that we weren't allowed to be on Amazon. And then so I open it. I'm in my kitchen. I open it. I pull out Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. My jaw drops. I literally go, and I just pause. Like, my whole life, the world stopped moving. I was just sitting in my kitchen. I was like, what the heck? I was like, oh my gosh, this was Sam. And then I get to my room, and I sit on my bed, and I put my book down, and then I reach inside the Amazon package, and then what do I find? The note from Sam. Oh my gosh, I cried at that too. I was like, this is so kind. She goes, I just had to separate your birthday and Christmas gift. I was like, shut the heck up. I hate you. JK, not like hate you, but I was like, this is so nice, hate you. And then I sent Sam like a 2-minute voice message. I was like, I'm speechless right now. It was so chaotic. It was so funny. But I was like, I have to. It can't just be like a video or something. Just a voice message.
That was so cute.
Yeah. So many roses over the past couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny. I almost got myself a copy too when I was getting yours. Like, I almost got myself one. But then I was like, I already put it on my Kindle. So then I was like, I'll wait and I'll get it later. But it was just so funny. But yeah. No, it made me so happy. It's so funny. I got like the Amazon notification that it was delivered, but I got that like at the same time that I got your voice message. They were like right at the same time, even though I know that like it was delivered a little bit before you like got it.
That's so funny.
I was like, oh, I just got delivered. Like, I wonder. I like out loud said to my coworkers, I was like, oh, I wonder like how long before like I'm gonna be watching to see if she like gets it or whatever, because she's not at home. And but then at that point you were home, because then like I went to like I don't know, I was like texting somebody else, I think, so I was in my messages and like I hadn't gotten a notification that I had something from you, but I like saw it pop up like instantly on your name. Like it was weird. I couldn't figure out what was happening. And I clicked it. I was like, oh, it's a voice message. I was like, she definitely got it, because I could see it started like transcribing it. So I could just see like, oh my gosh, like what the freak, and like it just like, I was like, oh gosh. But yes. Oh, my mom, that's so funny. She just texted me and asked me if I'm watching football.
Are you?
No.
Oh. No. I'm kidding.
Definitely.
I sounded so surprised. I was like, oh, I thought you were. I know, I didn't mean to sound surprised.
That's so funny.
LOL.
But yeah, no, things have been fun. I love the holidays. I love gift giving. I did mention that in the last episode. Of 12 days, that like there's something about gift giving. This week I gave gifts to all my coworkers at work too. I got them all, like, I picked everybody out a different mug and gave them like cocoa, and I gave everybody a different cookie cutter and a little spatula and cute little cards.
That's so cute.
I just love gift giving.
Okay, that makes me feel like not as guilty that you're the one handling, like, okay, sorry, cat's out the bag now, that you're the one handling like all like the sending stuff out, because this is your love language. So I'm like, okay, we're cool, we're good.
I'm so excited because there's like a couple people that like I secretly put like something extra in their packages too, and I'm really excited to see how they react. One of them being Issa, but also, I mean, well, you know what the extra stuff in there is. I almost forgot to send you your No Coincidences stickers, but I got them in there.
Oh my gosh, I was like, what extra stuff? Like, is there more that I don't know? Okay, no, cool.
Anyways, enough mail talk, but
I love mail. It's honestly so fun.
I also love mail.
I tell my mom all the time, I'm like, I love getting mail.
Issa and I both love snail mail. It's a thing.
Yeah, so if you want to send me something, do it. If you don't have my address, if you're not weird, reach out and maybe I'll give it to you.
That's
No,
so
maybe
funny.
I won't. If you want my address, here it is.
It's, if you get a Christmas card from us and you want to send Issa something, send it to me because you have my address. And then I'll send it to Issa.
You should have put like Buckle headquarters address on there or something.
That would have been so funny. If people mail something to there with my name, like, they'll give it to me. Like,
Yeah.
it'll show up at my desk. It's so funny.
I mean, I feel like that's what should happen.
Yeah. You never know.
Oh, okay. Anyways. So we know we're a little late to the party, but today we're talking all about Spotify Wrapped. LOL, just couldn't help ourselves. We love Wrapped. We love seeing people post their Wrapped, and we love posting ours and talking about it, and, you know, Song of the Week, obviously. We love music, so why would we not do an episode about Spotify Wrapped?
Right. And we're not like too late because we did post about our Likewise Wrapped. Issa made the cutest edit, and that got posted right before 12 days or on day 2. I really can't remember.
It was one of the days, honestly.
Yeah. So that was really exciting. So we've like already shared like our podcast related stats from Spotify, but we didn't share like anything about our personal Wrapped, which is super fun because we looked. I was convinced we did an episode on Wrapped last year, but we didn't.
We
so
did
our last one.
What was it? Was it 2 years? 2021?
I think it was 2021, and we were talking about like plastic hearts. So
Yeah, because that's when Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus, like her whole album came out, and we were obsessed.
Yeah. But so it's just funny because I really thought we did one last year, and we didn't. So we're excited to talk about it because we always want to do like fully music related episodes, but then we for some reason convinced ourselves that it would be boring. But not today. And also, okay, if you've listened longer than 12 days, you know that we always would have like we'd say like our inspo for this episode. Like we have little like pictures that we put on
Oh,
our
yes.
notes that we share. And we would always just like say what our inspo picture kind of was, and then we end up posting it, or sometimes we don't. But this one, it's funny, we have not had an inspo pic in like forever because we did not do them for any of 12 days. Well, actually,
That's actually so sad.
false.
Except for Christmas past.
Christmas past. But
What
yeah,
was it,
we
Sim?
just. Oh, it was the Ghost of Christmas Past from
From
the
A
Christmas Carol.
The animated one.
Yeah.
So good. Love that
Just
one.
a picture of that. So it was really not really inspo, more of a meme. But most episodes it's like a motivational quote or just like a cute pic that matches the topic. And this one is just a thing I found on Pinterest, and it's just like a headline, and it says, "Woman says I love this song after every song on her own playlist," which is exactly how I feel when we do Song of the Week, and I think that's how it's gonna sound on this episode every time we like name what our things are. So sorry in advance if our reaction to everything is just I love them, I love this song.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I love Spotify Wrapped, but I'm also like so embarrassed by mine.
I'm so confused by yours. Like I'm not confused, but I am.
Oh, you won't be confused when I tell you what happened.
Okay. Perfect.
So, I'm sorry, I cannot. It's, oh, okay. So the way that we're gonna do this is, sorry, I'm like looking for my Spotify Wrapped stuff. LOL. Hold on. My big. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I just clicked on the wrong place. Okay, so the way that we have this, like our doc setup is just like the main points of it, basically. So first we're going to talk about our top 5 artists. Then we'll go through top 5 songs, top 5 pods, other stuff that'll be fun to talk about and mention. And yeah, so Sam, what were your top 5 artists of 2023?
All right. Mine are like not that surprising, but also somewhat surprising. So, first, Taylor Swift. Not surprised there. Listened to her a lot. She just has so much music that it's kind of like hard for it to not come on if it's on like playlists or daily mixes, whatever. I also went to the Eras tour, so that's like a big part of that. Although my peak listening for her was like March, April, and not, I thought it was going to be like July.
Ooh.
So that was interesting. Huge surprise is that my number 2 artist is the 1975, because I rarely listened to them this year until like right before we went to see them. And so from like October was my peak for them. And so I just must have really jammed it on in enough for them to be number 2.
Oh.
Number 3, the band Camino. Duh. And then SZA, really surprising, except, I mean, her album came out in like May, June. And then Ariana Grande, very surprised, because she has never not been in my Wrapped. So I'm like, yay, she's lasted another year, but I don't know when I listened to her. Like, I don't know when. Like, I know I did, but I'm like, how is it enough to be above all these other artists that I intentionally listen to every day? It's just kind of confusing. So, haha.
Sorry, I just need to put that there.
That's fine.
Okay, so my top 5 artists, 4 of them make sense. One of them is a wild card, but it goes into... Oh, I'm not going to talk about it at this point. Okay, so my top 5 artists, my number 1 was Corey Harper. Love him. My number 2, the band Camino. Honestly surprised that they... Okay, no, I'm not surprised that they were my number 1. Okay, later. Okay, and then my number 3 artist was Lainey, which is funny because like last year Lainey was my number 1, and then I think the band Camino was second. So interesting, listening to the band Camino more than Lainey this year. Crazy. Also not, because I did see the band Camino. We did see the band Camino. Okay, and then my number 4 is Jam in the Van. So like artists I just like will like record like a couple of their songs at I don't know the van, and then Jam in the Van like releases it, or I don't know like it's like Spotify singles. You know how like they'll record, yeah. So it's just like that, and so Jam in the Van is an art considered an artist, and then my number five is The Wildlife.
Love.
Um, I'm not. I wish I could say I'm surprised by any of that, but I'm not. I mean, I guess I am a little surprised that The Wildlife made it into my top five, just because I feel like I didn't super listen to them, but also I really, really listened to all of these a lot.
I have a theory.
Oh, what's your theory?
Okay. So I don't think, I mean, I need to research more on how the counting works. I would assume that maybe any streaming you do in like offline is not counted. Because 90% of when I like listen to music for a really, really long time would be like on the plane. And
Ooh.
I listened to Five Sauce Five like twice on majority of the plane rides I did. Like I think the thing I'm most surprised about is that 5 Seconds of Summer is not in this top five. I think they're the artist I'm the most surprised about not being in there.
I'm a little surprised that I don't have them either.
Because like they were big on my thing last year. I don't think they were like a top artist, but that album took over like a lot of my top 100, but it's still what I've listened to the most this year, I would say. So I'm just confused, but I think if you're listening offline that it's not counting those streams. I just, that makes sense logically.
Okay. Interesting. Like, I mean, that would make a lot of sense for yours because your Wrapped is always like crazy low.
It's low. It'll like tell me, I mean, I'll mention this with my songs, but like it will tell me that I only listened to my number one song like 28 times.
Yeah.
Total.
Absolutely wild.
Total. And there's songs that I know I listen to in my car on the way to work like every day for a month, like a song I'll fixate on. So I'm like, you're telling me my number one song was a song I only played 28 times. And like I'm not gonna fight that it's that song because I did play it a lot, but I know it was more than 28 times. So it's just weird. My stats are off for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Sam, what are your top five songs?
Okay, so my number one song is I Know It Won't Work by Gracie Abrams. Very slay, great song. I did listen to it a lot. And
28
I love her.
times.
Yeah, I listened to it 28 times.
Give or take like 10.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
My number two is Satellite by Harry Styles.
Love.
I really love that song.
I'm pretty sure that's my favorite song off HS3.
I
Harry's
literally
House.
cannot play that song in my car without maxing out my volume. Like,
So
it is
good.
only acceptable at max volume.
Agree.
Wild Card, How Did This Get in Here? Flowers by Miley Cyrus.
T.
It's a great song. Like it a lot. This has to be from Going on Aux at Work. Has to be. Give Yourself a Try by the 1975, which
Love.
I'm not surprised by that because I do play that a lot. Also, max out volume in the car song.
Agree.
And then Kill Bill by SZA, which I think also is attributed to being on Aux at Work. Because, and my Spotify DJ always, its favorite thing to do would say, I got something great for you next. SZA and other artists like that. And then it would play this song. That was like my Spotify DJ 90% of the time. So
That's
I do
so
think that's
funny.
part of it.
Okay. My top five songs are all by the same artist, Corey Harper, my number one artist. And my number one song is Entertainment. My number two is Better. 3, Dried Blood. 4, Pink Razor. And 5, Best of Me. Honestly, I'm very confused about how those are my top 5, but am I surprised that my top 5 are all Corey Harper? No, because I was doing an experiment. So basically, last year around this time, or like when Wrapped came out last year or what, I don't know. No, it was probably around this time. I saw a TikTok. I think it was Jeremy Zucker. He said he like made a TikTok about like his top listener, like of the year, whatever. He said, yeah, this person listened to me so much, like they earned me like however much money, and he's like, I'm gonna send them like all the money that like they earned me based on their streams, or like because of they stream my music so much. I was like, oh my gosh, how cool would that be if I got money in the mail? But I wasn't doing it for that. I was thinking that obviously, but I was like, no, I want to be someone's number one fan. And I was like, whose number one fan could I be? I was like, oh my gosh, Corey. Like, yes, we know. Okay, saying we know each other is a stretch. I know him. He sometimes recognizes me. Because long story short, my eighth grade going into ninth grade summer went to Young Life Camp, Creekside, and he was a hot lifeguard there. And then he started making music after that and listened to him. And so I've gone to, like, I've seen him twice, 3 times now, 2 times now. I don't know. I've seen him a couple times now. And I've told him the story. Like, all the times he's like, oh my gosh, whoa, that's so cool. And one time he like messaged me back after I like told him that or whatever. He's like, oh my gosh, I recognized you after you left. Looked for you, but you were gone. I was like, so you remember me, hey? But anyways, so my experiment was that I put all of his songs on a playlist. And what I was doing is I was just playing my Corey Harper playlist all night, every single night while I slept. And so this year, hold on, I need to look at my screenshot. This year, I was in the top 2% of listeners worldwide. My listening peaked on June 7th at 1,040 minutes.
Wow.
Altogether, I listened to 82,582 minutes. And Corey Harper alone, I listened to 37,080 minutes. I was in the top 0.001% of listeners worldwide. Am I not the top listener at 37,000 minutes?
One?
Am I not number one? Like, I feel like I am number one. I have not seen anyone listen to an artist for more than 37,000 minutes. I feel like I'm the number one listener in the world of anyone at 37,000. And then I'm also dumb, and I was like, oh, he has the Jam in the Van songs, so I should probably put those on the playlist. No, that just made Jam in the Van one of my top 5 artists.
I literally did not know what Jam in the Van was, and so I thought you didn't even put 5 things down. Like earlier, I thought you were just like making a note about something and put that. So I was like, weird, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. And you know what's so funny? My number 6 song, See Through, the band Camino.
No way.
And then my number 8 is All My Friends by The Wildlife. And then 10 is Told You So by the band Camino. The way that is my top 10 songs, and Told You So, and like just came out mid-year.
Yeah. Dang.
My gosh,
That's how I feel about some of mine that are close up there.
I'm so... And you know what? And like I posted it and stuff, blah 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 blah, like all the things, so fun. And then like I literally said like 37,000 minutes, and then he like responds to the story, like he said thank you. And then I saw someone else post their minutes, and it was like 6,000 minutes or something. And then he like responded to them. He goes, oh my gosh, no way, that's so much. I was like, did you not see my 37,000?
37,000.
I was like, okay, cool, great. Oh my gosh. And my sound town is Provo, Utah, for the fancy band Camino, Lynn, Conrad, and the Wildlife.
Mine is too.
And
mine is Provo.
And someone like responded to my story. He's like, oh my gosh, are you Mormon too? I go, no. But Provo just like, I know, like I've never been to Utah, but I know that Utah listens to a lot of indie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
so...
mine gave me Provo also, and it was, I think it said like the band Camino, Bad Sons, and someone else, I think, were the 3 that were there. That's so funny. Mine, kind of embarrassing, but also not embarrassing because great song. My number 7 song is Boy's a Liar by Pink Panthers and Ice Spice.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh my. Oh, and I just looked at my screenshot of how many times I listened to Entertainment, my number one song. 374.
Mmm.
Honestly, like that makes sense. Like I feel like I would have. I feel like that sounds like a normal number for me to listen to a song, but then I see it like all these other people is they're like, oh yeah, 100 and something. I'm like, that just feels so low. And then Sam's like 28. It's like
Right.
that's
What do
especially
you mean
low.
28?
That's
I
so
think
funny.
I also am like, I don't know if it counts it if like I restart the song like halfway through a listen, like over and over again and think I listened to it 5 times in a row, but like, did that only count once? I
Yeah,
just have questions, but like I
I
also
know.
don't
I
care
want to
enough
know. I
because I
want
do
to
think
know how it
mine is
works.
pretty accurate. And this is the first year that like my top 100 playlist in the last couple years has like actually been like a good spread. I mean, it's a lot of songs that are always on my top 100s because I do go back and listen to like all my old ones a lot. But like last year, my top 100 kind of sucked. It didn't suck, but like it kind of did because it was like 3 set lists put together. That's all it was. It was like the 5 Sauce set list, the Band Camino set list, and I can't remember which other one, but it was like 3. And I was like, wow, this playlist is great, except it's just 3 artists and no one else.
That's
Embarrassing.
so funny. Oh, you want to talk embarrassing?
Right. Jam and Van. That's so funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, lesson learned. If because like I knew it would affect my Spotify, but then I also forgot that it was gonna affect my Spotify, like my whole Wrapped. Like I forgot that my top songs would be Corey Harper, not just my top artist.
Okay, I'm so curious to know what your day list looks like in the middle of the night. Like, is it just like
Okay. Well, I kind of stopped doing it after like 2 or 3 months of it because I forgot to. But then I would do it like every now and then when I would just like play his music. And I would play like on my Google Home Mini in my bathroom and then on like mute basically, so then I wouldn't hear it, but it was still going. And just in case like my phone decided to do something and then turn the volume up and then I would wake up to it in the middle of the night. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing an experiment again. I'm just gonna see where the wind takes me this next year and maybe forever after that.
right? Dang.
But yeah, because like my day list in the middle of the night, like it's like indie, moody sort of
Yeah,
stuff. But either that
intriguing.
or like worship music, lol.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
pods.
podcasts, lol, so fun.
Podcasts.
Okay, Sam, what are your top 5 podcasts of 2023?
Obviously, my number one podcast is goes without saying. Podcast with Seppi and Wing. I've mentioned them a lot. They are really my favorite. I love listening to them. And my number 2 podcast, surprise, surprise, is Likewise, because I always, go back and listen to our episodes every single time. So,
Yeah, I gotta get those streams.
right. My number 3 is Bookmarked. So Sarah and Destiny. Next one is Trying Not to Care with Ashley Corbo, another one I talk about a lot. That's one that, like, it's kind of all adding up. Like, those first 4 are ones that I'd say I don't miss an episode typically, like, except right now. I'm
Yeah,
kind
you
of
don't miss
behind
an
on Goes
episode of
Without Saying,
Likewise.
because I never miss an episode of Likewise.
Be like
And
Sam, never miss an episode of Likewise.
Yeah, and I'm usually like right on top of listening to Trying Not to Care right away also because she uploads on Mondays. And then Miss Congeniality with Eli Rallo was my number
Ooh.
5, which has been one of my favorite podcasts since 2022 in the spring. I remember I would always listen to it and I would walk from my college apartment to my job, or like I would always listen to it walking on campus, and I've always really liked it, but I like kind of fall off here and there and stop listening. So I'm glad it's in my top 5 because I think there's a lot of podcasts I enjoy, but I don't really keep up with and like fully never miss an episode. But I'd say like those first 4, I get every single one.
That's so fun. Yeah, so I started off the year pretty well. Well, no, not start off the year. In the middle of the year, I was doing really well with like keeping up with all my pods and stuff. And like I'm pretty sure I talked about it on Likewise about how I had like a rule for myself in the car that I only listen to podcasts in my car and like not listen to music. And like I was doing that for like 2 or 3 months. Um, and then it was just summer and,
You
windows
can't
down
deprive
weather.
yourself of that.
And I was like, I can listen to a podcast like full volume, like in my car, windows down. But then when people look at me and I'm listening to Likewise, that would be so funny. But like they wouldn't know it's me. I mean, but also like I listen to my podcasts at least at 2.5 times speed. Like oftentimes I listen at 3, and so if I'm doing that in my car, that's embarrassing.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'll give myself a break in the summer, and then I just never got back to it. So 2024, I'll be better. No, maybe I'll just start now because I hate being like, oh, I'll start in a week because the week is never gonna come. Anyways, whatever.
Right.
So my top 5 are Whoa, That's Good Podcast by Sadie Rob Huff. Love her. It's been my top podcast like past 2 years, 3 years now or something. I don't know. Love her. Okay, second, Likewise by me and Sam. my, my third is Hurdling Through Hard Times by Riss. So fun. Like it's so fun like knowing people and then listening to their podcasts and like or knowing people and then like reading their books or knowing people and then like buying their jewelry or like just whatever craft they have and like participating with it or like taking part in it. It's just so much, it makes it so much more fun. I'm like, oh yay. And then fourth is New Era of Me by Hannah Brock. That one's also a fun one. I really like it. And then my fifth one is It's Nap Time by Natalie.
Yeah.
So fun. She's so cute. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Honestly, all these people are so cute. I'm like, wow. I want to be like real life friends. Not just
It
kind
kinda
of
made me
acquaintance
sad.
friends.
It made me sad that none of my top 5 were like small pods that we've like connected with and are friends with as well, because I listen to them so much, and I just think it's because like there's so many that I listen to. I'm pretty good. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I will say that like throughout the week, I'm just always listening. Like there's certain days where it's all I listen to, so I think it's hard to like break through some of the other ones, or especially where like some of these podcasts like goes without saying uploads twice a week. So
Yeah.
and like some like smaller podcasts like us in the past don't always like upload every single week or like
Yeah.
So it's hard to stay on top of that. But the funny thing about Bookmarked, I'm surprised it's there because like I have listened on Spotify, but I feel like I've watched the YouTube videos of it more than I've listened to on Spotify. So I'm like, either at some point I've doubled up and done both, or I don't know, because I also don't have that many episodes.
Yeah, I wonder how it does it for podcasts. Like, if it's based on the minutes you listen to the podcast, or if it's
Ooh,
based
so if it's
on
like
like
really
the
long, because theirs are
episodes,
long.
You know?
Yeah. Ooh, I bet it's minutes.
It's probably minutes. Yeah, because I think it tells you like how many minutes you listen to it, but not like how many episodes you listen to. I don't know.
Good point.
Interesting. Spotify, let us know. Tell us.
Amazing. But yes, it's always fun to see the podcast ones. Also, seeing people who we were on their pods too was fun.
I know, that was so cute. I was like, oh, yay. Okay, now we'll kind of get into a little bit of Likewise Wrapped. Just kind of mentioning some of our, favorite little fun facts or stats from our post and from our, like, podcast Wrapped.
Yes. Okay, so Spotify, very interesting. Obviously, we realized, like, different things. Oh, like our Spotify rap sets, we realized after the fact from when we posted, only encompasses Spotify. Duh. Like, we were like, this is interesting because we would, like, look at our analytics, like, in general over everything and be like, we feel like some of these things don't match up, but then we're like, oh, this is Spotify only. And like in some of our other stuff, we can see every streaming platform put together. So that was nice to know. But because it was really confusing, we were like, Spotify's really lying this year. But no, it was just so fun, and I really like seeing all those things because it was like so much more from last year. I think my favorite thing, I don't know exact numbers and I'm not gonna go look at it, but like we put out so many more episodes this year than like last year, or honestly any year probably, because we actually stayed consistent through the calendar year pretty good.
When we came back.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we came back for real. We were back and then not back and then came back and then we stayed pretty good.
Yeah.
And especially doing like 12 days, and we started doing the mini-sodes this year. We had never done solo episodes until like whatever month it was, maybe like June or July or something we started. And that's been super fun.
Which surprised us both.
It did surprise us both, because if you listen to like, it might be our very first episode, I think we talk about not understanding how people can do podcasts by themselves, which is like still like a little bit, we'll think about it, we're like, we probably couldn't do like full long form solo,
I would
but like
not be able to do that every week.
Yeah, no. But yeah, so I think that's really fun. Just the fact that we put out so much more content was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I liked it too. And it just, like, this year, 2023, I mean, I feel like obviously like every year that we do this, it's going to feel more and more like us. But 2023, we took a lot more creative liberties than we have in the past. And it did, like with the solos, for example, like that was a thing that we'd not really talked about and not really felt like we wanted to do until, like, not that we didn't have the choice to not do a solo, but we're like, okay, we don't know when we're going to be able to record together, and we want to stay consistent so that we like don't get out of this rhythm. So it's like, well, guess that means we have to do solos now, like every so often. And so just kind of small things like that, and taking more chances like on the Instagram, or like taking more chances with topics, or just doing whatever we really felt like we wanted to do, instead of trying to curate something specifically to like grow, or curate something specifically like for because we thought other people would like it, but just doing stuff that we thought we would like, and be like, okay, well, if we're interested in it, then other people are going to be interested too, because then like the things we're interested in, it's going to seem and feel so much more authentic and genuine, and it's going to be such a much easier conversation to have than these things that we're like trying to force. And so it was really fun kind of growing more into who I feel like we are as individuals, and then also like our friendship, and just taking and incorporating more of our interests, like apparently books. Like that's been a lot of fun. Oh my gosh.
That's my new favorite thing. Oh my gosh.
That's so funny. But like I just think along with like having so much more content, and like releasing so many episodes and coming out with like all these things, like we've been taking so many more risks and doing things like a giveaway that was scary and intimidating, but it was a lot of fun. 12 days of Podmas, that was really intimidating, that was scary, but it was a lot of fun. And then even the Christmas cards, like I was really nervous that we were only going to get like 3 people to sign up, but we got a pretty good we got like about the number of people that we were expecting to like sign up and asking for one. And so I don't know, it made me so excited about it. I was like, oh yay, people actually do like us. But yeah, it's been a really good year for growth, and it's been a lot of learning and testing things out, seeing what we like, seeing what we don't like, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. And yeah, I'm so excited. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like, I like that you said that, like, you know, it wasn't just like a lot of content, but it was like also us making more of the content we wanted to be making. Because like I was just like, yeah, we posted so much, but it's like, no, not only did we post so much more than ever, it's actually more genuine and authentic content as well. So 2 things at once, very exciting. Our top episode from Spotify is our Finding Creative Peace episode with our friend Jenna, which was just like so fun to see because we hadn't done like a guest episode all year until then. And our audience had changed a lot, I'd say, up until that point. Like, going from 2022, which was a really small year for us. If you look at our Wrapped, you know, we only posted like 6 or 8 episodes that year. It was a tough time. And we kind of obviously took a hit from that audience-wise. And so coming back, it was hard to kind of get in a rhythm, be motivated to be consistent, or like, we didn't want to get caught up trying to do more fake things trying to grow, and we were still trying to keep things organic and make the content we wanted to make and keep finding like that right audience for us. And so obviously you get to a point where we're going to have a guest again, and early on we did a lot of guests and always loved it. We obviously just like did not know how that was going to go over. You know, it's like we don't even know if our audience likes guests, or, you know, if how that would go. I don't know why they wouldn't, because like they're my favorite episodes from any podcast. But it was just so fun to do that, especially where like Issa hadn't met Jenna yet. That was like the other thing. I was so scared because I'm like, I know they're gonna love each other, it's gonna be awesome, and we're gonna have such great conversations. But then we were also like, this is so awkward because we haven't recorded in person in over a year. And so Issa and I are both just like sitting here like in the same room, like, wait, how do we record in the same room? So it's just like, it was an episode that was like really different for us in a lot of ways. And so it's just like definitely made us happy to see that it got so much love, and like deservedly so. It's a great episode. I really like it. But it just like, it's some good motivation to like keep having guests on, because we love guests. We love interviewing people. There's something about it. It's awkward for sure, but like we love making questions because we just feel like we do it very intentionally, and we're able to like curate an experience different from like something that feels like just a press interview. So
I'm glad that you mentioned that 2022 was like not our year, because we
flopped.
When
was
we
a flop
were
year.
when we were in it, like we thought we were doing like pretty well, and we're like, oh my gosh, like we feel really good about these episodes, and like we feel this and that and blah blah blah, and like, oh my gosh, wow, so fun, like can't believe all these things or whatever. But then when we got the Wrapped, and it was like, yeah, you only had 8 episodes come out, we're like, what? That was crazy. And so and honestly, like we even knew that, and I know I just said, oh my gosh, we thought we were doing so much, but like we also like we knew that we weren't doing a lot, because like that's when Sam was like a consultant, and so she was traveling a lot, and like we were like, no, we're not gonna do solo episodes, like that's not who Likewise is, like that'd be weird, blah blah, blah, all the things. And so yeah, and like I was getting busy with other stuff, and so there was just never, like we never made any time for it and stuff. And so honestly, and like we never talked about Likewise, honestly. We didn't.
We let it die.
Like we, if I'm being honest, we probably thought that that was the end of it. I was just
Low key, yeah.
that it was gonna be a comic candid. Oh, awkward, sorry, love you. But yeah, no, we definitely thought like, okay, this is the end. Like it was fun while it lasted, but that's it. But then thought of Outcast. LOL. And so like that took up a lot of our time, because we were planning like a whole other podcast, and like just totally different from anything and everything that Likewise is, which was honestly so fun, because I feel like it gave our brains like new creativity, and like it also gave us a creative break just from like regular stuff. And so where we were just thinking about sports and like what we could do with it and how we can make it different, blah blah blah, all the things. And then when we got to recording that and Likewise, we're like, oh my gosh, now we have to like prioritize one and stuff. But we're like, oh, well, we still want to do Likewise, right? And we're like, yeah, we do want to do Likewise, so let's prioritize that one, and then we can do Outcast like whenever like something happens and stuff. And we've only done 2 episodes of Outcast, and I don't know if I talked about it on here or not, but we did record a 3rd one, and I didn't even begin to edit it because it was so bad. I felt so bad, because Sam and I, we like recorded for like an hour and a half or something. I was like, I just waste, like we had like an hour, like 2 hours of our time wasted, because we talked about nothing. Like it was so bad, but it was a growing and learning experience. Will Outcast ever come back? TBD. Like
Right.
never say never, but it gave us the drive to do likewise more, and it like just showed us how much we really love doing this. And yeah, like again, like we just wanted it to be all organic, and so when we felt like we were pushing stuff and like forcing topics, that's when we only had 8 episodes come out. Whereas this year we had so many episodes come out, and like in my opinion, like really good content. Even though, it might be long and some people don't love long episodes, but that's fine. Like I love them. So, you know.
I think, I don't know, I think we're starting to find our crowd of people who enjoy a long podcast of just like our silly conversations, because as much as I want to call them silly, and like sometimes they really are, and it's just us kicking back having a good time, we also make it a point to like provide some sort of value at the end of the day, and like whether that's just simply entertainment, or actually like unpacking an interesting topic. I think it's just been really cool to see that there are people who enjoy it for what it is and have given us their thoughts on like what they like about the podcast, and exactly what they say that they like about it is what we wanted it to be when it started. And so it shows that like as much as we've grown and changed content a little bit, like it is still exactly what we like wanted it to be. So that's pretty cool.
Yes, I'm so proud of that. Oh, okay. And then awkwardly backtracking to like the guests part. Like obviously not a Spotify credit stat, but we did, like Sam mentioned, we did have like 3 guests on it, and all like one like right after the other.
Yeah.
I thought it was like really good timing though. I like they're all about a month, 2 months apart. No, I guess Jenna was in August. No. Why did I think went to Nebraska in August? Oh my gosh, no, October. Oh yeah, no, about a month-ish apart or
Yeah,
so.
like beginning of October, beginning of November. Yeah, they're like exactly a month
That's
apart
so
almost.
good. Wow. Yeah, and again, like guest episodes are something like we've always wanted to do more frequently, and like again, like Sam was saying, we love like curating questions, and we've been told that like our questions that we ask are really, really good, and like things that people haven't been asked before, like they're phrased in new ways, and that it's fun to be asked those questions, and so that's something that we take a lot of pride in. And yeah, and a little spoiler for 2024, we already have a lot of guests, at least thought of, and we're in the talks with, if not lined up. But, and by a lot of, I mean at least 5. Which,
Right. At least 5.
sorry, cat's out the bag. I just can't help myself.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. Like, it's really something that we've always thought of as being like somewhat likewise specialty.
Like, what if Likewise becomes the new Entertainment Tonight, and we get
Right.
on the red carpet for interviews?
Forget the Zach Sang show. Forget Call Her Daddy. Forget no, like we are the interviewers now.
Yeah, it is us. Also last week Saturday, I don't know, when we were answering like the questions or whatever, and then I posted the link of some of our episode topics. Sam texted me, she goes, oh my gosh, I loved that story you posted. I love a good leak. I was like, oh thank God.
You were like,
scared.
she's not
I was
mad at
scared
me.
I was gonna get in trouble.
No, I love spoiling things. Like, I actually have to hold myself back so much from like leaking all my ideas, because I'm randomly like, oh my gosh, I should like tell this person about it. Or like right now, there's like something for next year that I'm like, oh, I want to tell this person about it ASAP and like ask them if they want to be part of it. But then I'm like watching what's happening in their life, or like that they're really busy right now, and I'm like, okay, I'll wait till they're like done doing this, and then I'll ask them. It's just so funny that I'm just like on the edge of my seat to try and like spill secrets and plan stuff with people.
No, same. We're both this way. We're like, how can I spill a secret but not get in trouble for it? How can we do this? Honestly, even if I get in trouble for it, how can I spill it in the most fun way possible?
Right. anytime we like start having any kind of conversation in like DMs with someone, I'm like, okay, what can I tell them? Like, what could I tell them that's like a secret that they're the only person who knows? Like, so then I'm like, wow,
Yes.
then there's gonna be all these different secrets floating around.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we could do like a bingo card, like, what secret do you know?
Right. Like, okay, of all these things, what did you find out? And
Oh my gosh,
that
and
could
then
be
we
like
have people's
bragging
secrets
rights
too.
We have
love
secrets. That's the best part of this, is that we have other people's secrets.
and this it's so fun. And I'm like, wow, thank you for trusting us, two strangers, with this information. And also the fact that we never sign like our DMs, like who we are. Like, and so it's like you don't know who you're talking to.
Right, unless something's so specific that you do specify. Like one time I responded to something like from
I did
Tessa.
see this actually.
If you saw that, it was so funny. It was like I like all caps like said something so passionately, and then was just like, oh my gosh, like
It was
I thought
very
I was
out
on
of
my
pocket
personal
for
account.
likewise to say.
It was That's
so
why I was
funny.
like, oh
I was
no,
like,
I thought
whoa.
I was on my personal. That's why
No,
I felt
it's-
like I had to specify in that moment.
And I feel like if people have like talked to us before, like either have been a guest or have even like DM'd with us a little bit before, like, and they knew who they're talking to, after that they can probably tell like who's responding to stories or like who's like responding to their DMs and stuff. But also I feel like I don't know, I try to match like what Sam says, so then it's like not entirely like, so then people aren't entirely sure who they're talking to, because I like having the brand voice. It's so fun.
Right.
Mysterious.
Mysterious. It's fun though. Yeah, people could probably tell, or at least like, I mean, if they just use a little bit of like, what's it called when you like did process of elimination, or like deductive reasoning, like,
Yeah.
But yeah, process of elimination. I was thinking of like a multiple choice thing. If it's really early in like Pacific time, like, it's like if there's stories going up at 8 a.m. Central Time, it's 100% me. Like, unless Issa's still up or something. But it's just like, like there's sometimes like, oh, if you're
At
seeing things are getting
nighttime.
posted and you're getting messaged, if it's really late, you're talking to Issa.
Yeah, if it's nighttime, it's probably me. If it's
Yeah.
morning, it's probably Sam. I feel so disoriented until like noon. I'm like, I can't do this.
Oh, so funny.
But sometimes I'll be there in the morning, or sometimes Sam will be there at night. I'll be like, whoa, I didn't open that one.
Ooh.
I always get nervous when we're both on there, and like I'm like, shoot, is she responding or am I responding? I don't know.
That's so funny. Also, I feel like I need to clarify this. I just had things fire in my brain. We did say that we love to spill secrets, and then we also said that we're so happy that we have a bunch of other people's secrets. So I do want to confirm that when we get excited to spill secrets, we're only spilling our secrets.
Yes,
okay, guys?
no, we don't tell other people's secrets.
Trustworthy. We do not spill your beans. We promise.
Luckily, since there's two of us and these DMs are usually to the podcast account, we're able to just talk to each other about people's secrets that they tell us.
The only beans of yours we will share is any secrets that like guests have divulged themselves in an episode. Like I remember like Sierra like our podcast was where she first talked about her next book, or like and all that stuff, and she was like, ooh, this is gonna be a surprise for Lauren. Like she doesn't know I'm gonna talk about
funny.
this.
I was like, oh no, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want you to get in trouble.
I don't want to be in trouble.
But then she told us, she's like, no, you guys can keep that in. I was like, oh, tea.
So yeah, like at that point it's not a secret because it's out to the world, but we also can acknowledge that like obviously maybe not everybody knows it because they didn't like listen or something, but
so that's your sign, go listen.
Right. Or like any secrets that like we find out from people, it's so funny because and I use people's usernames when I talk to Zeke. I'll be like, Zeke, at author this person told us this, and he's like, wow, that's crazy. But and I'm like, I know he's not keeping track of all these different people.
That's so funny. Okay, I guess we should probably move on into like our next and final point of our Spotify Wrapped. LOL. But we could go on and on and on. Like, we love secrets.
We love secrets.
But Now we're gonna, I guess, make some predictions for next year. I don't know. I'm like nervous. I'm so nervous about this because I hate doing this because I'm like, shoot, now I have to. But
Right.
it's just a prediction. I don't have to. It's just a guess. So Sam, what are some of your predictions?
All right. So next year, I put that I could see Sabrina Carpenter being in my top 5 because I'm already surprised that she wasn't in it this year. I really could have seen her taking Ari's place this year because I'm confused about
Tea.
Ariana making it still, even though she's queen, love her, and confused about Sabrina not being on there because her album's another one I listened to a lot, but it was also a lot on the plane, so who knows. Maybe Tate McRae because I've been really loving her album and like her singles. I've been playing them like nonstop. So I obviously it could be just like a short phase or like not continue throughout the whole year enough. But I think with her whole album coming out, maybe it will stick for me. Okay, something early 2000s Disney will probably make it into my top songs because I can't stop listening to them, and especially the album Girls Rock 2. If you know, you know. That's one of the greatest CDs ever. I had it when I was a kid. The CD case looks like a jean, so it's
Oh, I love
really
that.
awesome. And I don't really see the podcast changing that much, honestly, except I do think that Hangout Pod will be in my top 5 because I have not missed a Monday from them in a while. But I just think I started listening to them like too late into the year, obviously, to have them be up there. But they're so nice and I love listening to them. If you like our podcast, you'd probably like them a lot because I feel like their conversations are like similar to ours. Like we talk about different topics than them most of the time, but like the flow of their conversations and like the way they talk and just like us all kind of being the same age, I just think it has like the same vibe. So yeah,
That's so
those are my
fun.
predictions.
Okay. I have no podcast predictions except that Well That's Good will probably be my number one again, or maybe it'll go down lower in the list. I don't know. But just because like I've not really listened to any podcasts in the past couple months, so if I listened to a podcast on day, it was a good podcast day, even if it was just one that I listened to. So no podcast predictions except for Well That's Good. Um, and then I feel like the band Camino will probably be my number one artist, but I'm not gonna do any more experiments. I will just let it be organic and stuff. But I do want to up my listening time because Ryan Funk, she always gets so many minutes. She was
She
what,
has so many
221,000 or something?
minutes.
220,000? I don't even know. But I'm like, dang, I want to be her. And so I'm just going to be playing music all the time. Maybe I'll play my day list like all the time, whether I'm listening or not. Or like if I'm not
Yeah.
listening, then I'll play my day list just like on mute. So then it's at least being played, you know? Uh, that'll be my experiment. Is trying to get lots of minutes. I also feel like Nile will probably be my top 5 because, I need to start preparing for July when Sam and I see each other again in Utah. Oh my gosh, we're not going to
Utah.
Provo, but it's Utah.
It is Utah.
And I was telling one of my friends, I was like, because like MLS schedules just came out, and so we saw the Sounders schedule, and he's like, oh yeah, so how do you feel about the schedule? Blah blah blah. We're talking about it. And I'm like, oh, speaking of concerts, because he said not going to another concert or something. I don't remember. But I was like, oh, speaking of concert, I am missing the July 20th match against LAFC. And he goes, oh my gosh, who are you seeing? I go, Nile in Utah with my Nebraska friend. And he goes, LOL, annual concert trips. I'm like, ooh, that's something I could get behind.
Right.
And then
Yes.
I wrote this one down while we were recording, and Sam saw me, and she started laughing earlier in the episode, in like the first like 20 minutes, I think. I said One Direction will be in my top 5. So maybe that will also be an experiment, but I don't know. I haven't listened to a lot of One Direction like the past couple years, so I need to get back on that because when they get back from hiatus, I need to be uh
Ready.
I need to be ready to go. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think Dang, so that's already 3 spots in my top 5. Oh, who's gonna be the other two? Not Jam in the Van. Sorry, Jam in the Van.
Yes. That's
That's
so
oh my gosh.
funny.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just down for it being like super organic. I mean, who knows? Maybe the band Camino won't be in my top 5 at all. Maybe my music taste will totally change, and that would be crazy.
Right.
But we will see. Can't wait. I'm excited.
Yes. I really wanted to predict that Taylor Swift won't be in my top 5 because, like, I love her, but I also just love so many other artists more, and I'm usually
Mm.
listening to other music, but somehow she's just so sneaky.
Well, she's
Because
the
she just
number
has so
one
much
artist
music. No,
worldwide.
literally ever. um, it's
It's
just so
so
funny because
funny.
I'm like, I swear I'm always listening to everybody else, but somehow.
That's so funny. Um, okay, well, that's all we have. LOL. I say that as we're at like an hour 10.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all. I really was not anticipating it being this long, but I thought it
No,
was
I
gonna be
did
like
not want
30
to
minutes.
talk.
But then we started talking about things that weren't on here.
Yeah, oopsies.
RB. But, you know, as all our other regular episodes go, and this is also very fitting for, our Spotify Wrapped, is our song of the week. Oh, we should have made this like our song of 2023 or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
well.
something a little more special.
Well, it's not that. It's just our song of the week. Sam, what's your song of the week?
My song of the week is Waking Up in Vegas by Katy Perry because I've been listening to it a lot lately. It may be on a playlist of mine, but that playlist is secret. And it's just a great song. I never listen
Whoa.
to it. It's just like very
No, I
specific.
love that song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I only like maybe a handful of Katy Perry songs, and
It's
that is
been
one of
making me
them.
want to like shimmy my shoulders when I listen to it in the car. Like,
Oh,
like
oh,
a,
I know what a shimmy is.
I just thought I'd demonstrate like the exact type of shimmy that I'm doing.
Okay, love it.
Just for the chorus.
Oh, yes,
Anyways,
yes. Oh,
imagine just like my whole thing has been like I've never paid much attention to the full like lyrics of the song, but now I have been. So definitely go listen to it. Think about the lyrics. Imagine yourself in that situation. I just love how it's all like, did we get hitched last night? I'm like, how would you not know? It's just like it's so fun. It's so
it's
fun.
giving Last Name by Carrie Underwood.
Oh,
Love. That's so funny. Wow. No, because I always think that too. I'm like, how do you know? Like, how do you not know your last name? Like,
and like
did you not just get married?
all
How do you
the
not know
like,
if you got married?
you lost the motel key. I'm like, oh, T. I'd be so mad at my friend. Like if we
Yeah.
were out in the middle of the night and trying to get back, but they lost the key. Yo.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. No, I love that song actually because it's in one of my favorite shows, Greek. And
Oh, yes.
when Casey's just singing on her bed in her sorority house, and then someone walks in, and it's so funny. And I'm like, it's just like such a vivid memory for me. And I think that's the reason I like that song is because I was like, oh my gosh, wait, that's so fun. And then I actually listened to it. I was like, wait, this is actually such a good song. Love it.
It's just like a masterpiece. So
It's
good.
so fun. Okay. My song of the week, again, no thought into this. Cure by Valley. I love that song. I think it's so good.
So
I
good.
I think it's so fun. And if you think about it really, really hard, these two songs go together. If you don't think about it at all, they don't go together at all. So just think about it really hard, and then you'll be like, oh my gosh, yes, I see the correlation. So fun.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Okay, well, that really, really is all we have. And as always, follow us on whatever streaming platform you use and like rate and review because that's so much fun. It's so cute. I thought I was gonna say something else, but then I didn't. But yeah. And then follow us on Instagram because Instagram is so cute at likewise_pod. So much fun. And then you could be like up to date with all things. And then
Yeah.
if you want to be on our close friends and see like chaotic behind the scenes, it's so much fun.
It
So,
is so fun. I love a close friend story.
I know, I've loved having it. I feel like I'm kind of like abusing it, but also I'm like, no, that's what it's there for.
Also, in the last 30 days, we've shared 160 pieces of content. That's counting every story post and
Oh my
feed post,
gosh.
but that's a lot.
That's a lot. Wow. Wow, we're so good.
But we do still keep it minimal. We still make it so that we're not like absolutely blowing up
Yeah. I mean,
all the
obviously,
time.
like, some days are going to be more than others. And also, it was a lot during 12 days because we had to, like, post on the
Yo.
feed and also post on the stories, like, many times every day. And then
Yeah, it was like at least 3.
everyone and their mother was doing their cover reveals. So we're like, oh, well, we obviously have to share
We
this because we're
have to
so
share.
excited. No, it was our pleasure, not our obligation.
Yeah,
Oh, so good. I love a good cover reveal.
me too. I think
So
there's one
yeah.
tomorrow actually.
Ooh. Yeah, so again, that's at likewise_pod on Instagram. Go find us. Go follow us. But yeah, Sam, this was so much fun as always, and so excited for more likewise with you. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Issa, and likewise to you all.
Bye.
Bye.